Hello and welcome back to Felsbrunn. So we're back at the lime spreader again. I've already done a big chunk of the field, so the spreader's now empty and just needs refilling for the final time. So I'll get this lot loaded up in the spreader. There's only a small triangle left on this field, so a lot of this will stay in the spreader for whenever we need it next time. I'll try not to turn the telehandler over on its side. That wouldn't look good. Definitely wouldn't look good if you knew what I'd done for a living in real life. Which I know one or two of you do, so I'd rather you didn't let that one out of the bag. There's a few bucketfuls left there yet. That definitely all go in here. So just get this loaded up, then we'll run the Manitou back to the yard. So I have my joystick that I use for controlling this map like the real joystick as is on the JCB. So I'm quite used to JCB telehandlers in real life, so my joystick buttons replicate the real one. For the boom in and out, up, down and tilt of the bucket. I certainly wouldn't be controlling it this easy if I was doing it by mouse. The problem is pivot stairs is the lack of reach with them. So it might be at some point we do change this for a rigid chassis telehandler. Just see how we get on with this one. I thought I'd just try using this as a new model in the game. Pivot stair telehandler is very much a Marmite-like machine. You either like them or you hate them. If you're used to rigid ones, you usually hate them. Let's just run this back into our open barns at the back of the yard here. And we'll quickly walk back across to the 6250. Just get her in front of this cart. They're hardly the quickest drivers on this map, so plenty of time. Hopefully our canola will soon be growing in these fields. So it shouldn't take too long just to quickly walk back across to that tractor. It's not too far across here really. Could do without all this exercise though. Bit of an oops moment there, so I'll have to bring the telehandler back and clear that lot up. quite know how it got there. Just head over the far side of this field and do the last little triangle. And what we'll do is take this back to the yard and leave near the workshop. So we have got to get a pressure wash so we can clean some of this equipment down. It's getting a bit dirty now. We'll bring the vulture back across here with the plough on. So we start this field, get ploughed ready for the next crop, whatever that may be. There's a possibility we could maybe look at putting cotton on one or two of these fields. Seeing what sort of money we could earn by doing that. That'd mean leasing the harvester and the bale handling trailer to deal with it. So let me know what you think on what crop we should put in here in the comments below and see what you can come up with. Maybe we just put soybean or something like that in here because we know they usually make good money. Don't really want any more canola because we've got a fairly big field of that in now. Or it was 3 fields before we took the plough to them. I know one of them needs ploughing after the canola comes off it as well. Which is what was field 20 right next to our barns at the yard, the smallest one of the 3 originally. So what we may do is set the plough to work on all 3 of them once the canola is grown and harvested. So they're all done at the same time. Save messing about a bit later. I need to have a look at my steering wheel settings because there seems to be a bit of a big dead zone again since the game updated to the new patch. So I have to see if I remember to adjust that if I left it where the in-game settings were. It's making the tractor a little bit hard to control at the moment. Just park this here near the workshop. And then we'll just walk across to the vulture and take that across to the field. And we'll make a start, then we'll set a helper to work on it and look for some contract work. When I say look for, I mean take on some contract work, because I've already accepted a contract for fertiliser spraying. So we come back across here and get the little case Maxim out to do that, because it hasn't had much use yet. As these two will be clocking up the hours at the moment. So this tractor ain't too bad. There's just one thing I don't like about it, and that's that screen to the right there, because you can't see round it to see if there's anything coming down the road. It's right in the wrong place. Like that. Get the plough unfolded, then turn it over the right way for the direction we need to travel, and we'll start up this side of the field. So we'll just get it lined up, then we'll set a help going, but we'll stay with it for a few ends just to make sure it's not going to do anything silly. Not that the in-game IO would ever do anything silly, of course. Looks like a combination, this one. Might change the colour of white at some point just to suit the tractor chassis a bit better. Behaving so far. Well, it looks like I might have spoken too soon. I'm guessing it says the tree is going to jump out and bite us, so we're having a big headland at this end at the minute. Sort of ploughing job where the old course play mod would be handy. Other than the headland down there that seems to be behaving itself at the moment now. After the previous efforts of help with a drill on this map, I'm a little bit cautious about what it's going to get up to. After the previous ownership had managed to re-drill part of the growing field, lose half a field of crop. Not that I'm bearing a grudge or anything. Seem to be behaving itself this end of the field, so it's not too bad. I'll just follow it back down the other end and see what it does this time. So I thought we'd go for sort of bigger sensible plough with these field sizes. Mountain one will take a little bit too long to do this sort of thing. Want the plough, not a subsoiler. So at least the plough allows us to take on some ploughing missions or ploughing contracts, whereas the subsoiler doesn't. We want to earn some money. I thought the big Besson ploughs are just a little bit too big for the field sizes here. Whilst that Besson plough is very nice, it's also very big and there's a lot of horsepower. More than we've got on this farm. There's one or two small issues with the terrain following with the plough. At least that's not missing anything with it, so it's not all bad. Just look at this turn round, it's obviously still leaving a big headland at the moment. And I'll hop out once we're going back up the field, go get the Maxim. I'm going to put fertiliser on this field behind where we're working now. You see on the other side of the road there, I believe it's field 13. Definitely no sound from tractor anyway. Just get a little bit further so we don't go too far to walk. We'll hop out and make our way back to the yard for the case. Get used to this walk and lark now. So the sprayer has got nearly a full tank of fertiliser as it is, so we haven't got to go and buy anything more. Hopefully that'll be enough to do that field with. Whereas if we'd used granular fertiliser, we'd have to empty the lime out and then go and fill up with some granules. Let's get across to field 13 and get some fertiliser on up. Let's go in front of this car because again they're a bit slow and I don't want to be stuck behind them. We'll go in the field just here where this dirt track is. Let's get off the road and then get the sprayer unfolded. So we make a start. Ourselves over a little bit. As the crop hasn't started growing yet, it doesn't matter about putting narrow tyres on our tractor. Better leaving wide tyres on to do this one. What we know is a pre-emergent spray in real life. Not quite sure why they didn't put spray nozzle effect behind the wheels on this. Bit of a strange one to do. So let's go once around the headland first to give us a bit more space on the ends. There's something to follow going this way down the field. Helps with keeping a bit straighter across here. Just go back across this end here now. And then back up, we'll just do a loop around this end as well. Just one side down this side, then we'll work our way up and down the field. And across at this longer direction. Getting cab and see the sprayer's about half full, so we aren't doing too badly. Should be enough in there. It's a bit smaller than the last one I used in real life. That's 36 metres wide and self-propelled. So just work our way across the field, back and forwards, and get this all covered. That'll bring us a nice healthy £8,000 into the account. Slowly getting towards our field goal. Just creep across to the right bit so we don't miss much. Try to miss anything. Small bit there, but that won't matter too much on there. Shouldn't take too long just to finish this off now. Looks like the helper's decided it can now come all the way down to the grass on the road edge down there. Couple of ends and hopefully we'll be finished. Did consider getting another trail sprayer, but I thought this one would be plenty big enough for what we're doing. It went nicely with this size tractor. So I didn't need any more bigger tractors for the time being. If we increase the size of the farm, we'll reconsider the size of the tractors that we have. Now the 6250R will be the biggest tractor we run on the farm. This one will probably be the smallest one we keep. move away from the 6M series for now. I'd say we won't go back during the future though. When time does come to change the tractor, I'll see what you guys think about that. See if you come up with ideas for which one we can look at, but it won't be for a little while yet. This is nothing wrong with the ones we've got for now. Just once more across the field, going back the other way, and we'll be finished. We'll look at what other contracts are available at some point and see what we can earn more money on. I know currently there's several fertiliser ones in there. At least 2 really big paying fertiliser contracts on there at the moment. There's also a few harvesting ones, so we might take one of them on with our own combine in the future. That way we can leave the helper ploughing our field over there, and we can earn money which will help pay for their efforts over there. And then get that whole field ploughed before we switch to start drilling it, in case they decide to do anything daft like turn the other way and replough what we've drilled. So that's this field now finished. It's just got that bit done, so we'll stop the sprayer and get it all folded up. So now go way back to the yard with it. Field of cotton to our left here is ready for harvest. I believe there might be a contract to do that. So that'd be something different to have a look at. Some suggestions on what contracts you'd like to see us try as well. Doesn't mean I'll take them, but I'm open to suggestions. A lot of it depends on how long the contract will take to do. Definitely consider any suggestions that you may make. So get this back into the shed over here, and then we'll leave this video where it is. So if you've got any suggestions you'd like to make about contracts, or what fields you think we should buy, or even any ideas for other bits of machinery we could own which would be useful to our farm, then please let me know in the comments below. So if you liked the video, please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.